Hey everybody, Matthew Armstrong here on day 93 of this 100-day financial freedom challenge, and in this video I'm going to introduce you to the most powerful meditation technique and process on the planet, in the world, in the universe that anyone has ever come across anywhere. Got you listening? Great, okay. So meditation is something that it's very overlooked by many people. Many people go, well, what can that really do for my life? Especially like the left brain thinkers are just thinking like, well, that's not being productive, that's not taking action. Surely that time of meditation I could actually be doing something productive at that time, right? And it was actually Gandhi that said, one of the greatest leaders that we can think of, and who created such a massive change on the planet and affected so many lives, created a ripple around the world. He said, the busier his day, the longer he meditates, right? There's a lot to be said in that one. The busier his day, the longer he meditates. You can contemplate that one and come to the understanding yourself, and that's going to be true wisdom for yourself. But if we look back, all the way back to the Buddha, even like Jesus talked about meditation. Leonardo da Vinci meditated. Looking back to the great inventors and the great philosophers, and writers. Shakespeare meditated. Nikola Tesla meditated. All the people through history that we know of that have done something great in the world, they've all had some sort of meditation practice, or the majority of them have had one anyway. The people today who are creating a big impact on the world, like Tony Robbins, he meditates. Deepak Chopra, he meditates every day. John DeMartini meditates every day. Most of these guys, they have a meditation practice where they meditate 20 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day, an hour a day. And there's different types of meditation. I've meditated actively since I was 12 years old. When I bought a book. Before that, I probably meditated all my life, but a lot of it could have been called daydreaming. In class mainly, I used to do a lot of meditation in class when I was supposed to be doing work. Teachers didn't understand I was meditating. Didn't quite get it. They wanted me to do work when I was actually meditating. But that's another story. So anyway, when I was 12, I was obsessed with martial arts, and I still am obsessed today, although my obsession now is maybe a little bit more balanced. Back then it's just kind of all I did. I just wanted to do martial arts, or anything related to martial arts. That's what I wanted to do, and so that's what I did. And when I was 12 years old, I was reading through a magazine, martial arts magazine, and there's one of those mail order things for a book saying karate black belt in 1 year. I said, okay, I'll get that, I'll buy that. And I got my money order and everything, and sent off for that. And I was expecting it to be like a syllabus of techniques and things, to teach me how to become karate black belt in 1 year. But it wasn't actually. It was all about mind training. It was all about personal development. It was like self-hypnosis. It was meditation. It was visualization. It was goal setting and all that sort of stuff. It was all things like that. And I was like, wow! It was like my first real introduction to stuff like this, stuff that I kind of did anyway. But this is like, okay, this is cool stuff. And so I used to practice that. Maybe that's why I'm so weird today, because of that book. Who knows? And so yeah, I read that, and I used to do every night before I went to bed. I did my self-hypnosis, put myself into a hypnotic state. Every morning when I woke up, I did my self-hypnosis. I did my meditation techniques, did my visualization, wrote my goals down, all stuff like that. And it did seem to have some sort of effect on me. It's I'm perfectly normal, but nothing wrong. I think I had a good effect. So anyway, I started meditating then. And through doing martial arts, I meditated more, and then I went to meditation retreats and went and lived with monks in Buddhist monasteries and stuff like that, and did meditation. And I did Vipassana meditation, Vedic meditation, all different types of meditation techniques, New Age meditation techniques, and like going on journeys, doing the shamanic meditations, going on journeys, meeting your power animals, and going to the Akashic records, and seriously, meditation goes, I think I've been through pretty much it all. I'm sure there's something I haven't done, but most of it anyway. And what I've come up with is a meditation process which I find very, very powerful, very effective, because there's two types of meditation. There's active meditation and passive meditation. And active meditation is where you're actually actively sort of thinking of something, visualizing something, imaging something, going on a journey or something like that. And then there's passive meditation where you're just sitting there and you're blanking your mind. You might be focusing just on one thing, whether that's a candle flame, whether it's just focusing on your breath going in and out, whether it's a mantra that you just say over and over and over again, or just seeing something in your mind's eye, and just keeping your focus just on that and not letting any other thoughts come in, being very present with that. So that's passive meditation. And when you do passive meditation, then you're opening up to receiving information, to receiving messages and things like that. And I've had some amazing experience from meditation, amazing experiences. Probably one of my most profound experiences through meditation was about a month before Victoria conceived with Indigo. I was just sitting down on the cliff in my meditation spot, meditating, and I went into a very deep meditation, and this boy came walking up to me and said, "Hello, my name is Indigo and I'm your son." And after I came out of that meditation, I went home and told Victoria that, and she just said, "Okay, just your normal weird stuff." And anyway, so about a month later, she conceived, and I said, "Great, we're gonna have a boy called Indigo." We never got tested or anything, and people said, "Well, my brother said, well, if you're right, then it's a 50-50 chance. If you're wrong, then it's I don't know. If you're right, then you're either psychic or you just got your 50% chance right. Whatever, it doesn't matter." But anyway, he looks just the way he just looks the same way as I saw him in my vision, and I was just 100% sure, no matter what, that we were having a boy called Indigo, and he came out as a boy. And the rest is history, right? But that was a very powerful vision that I had through meditation, where I saw the future and I had him come to me. So we can access places that are beyond the five senses through meditation. We can do very powerful stuff. We can access other worlds. Meditation is incredibly powerful. So here's the process. The process is, I spend a few minutes, I go into meditation, I sit there, I sit with my spine straight so it allows the energy to flow, sit stable, and close my eyes, and allow my breathing to calm, allow my body to relax. And then I do 2 minutes of just gratitude, just getting into a state of gratitude, just focusing on everything I'm grateful for a few minutes. Then do another few minutes of visualizing my vision, everything I want to create, as much detail as possible in that vision, visualizing that. And then after a few minutes of that, then I go into a state of just receiving, and I'll either just focus on the breath, or I'll focus on a mantra that I was given, which is like a secret mantra, but you can say anything. You can just have your mantra could be thank you, thank you. Take a deep breath in, breathe out, thank you. Breathe in, breathe out, thank you. That can be a mantra. It can just be thank you. It doesn't matter. You don't have to have a secret mantra like me or anything like that. So that's a very powerful process. 3-step process. Get in a state of gratitude, get your frequency vibrating in a state of gratitude, then visualize what you want to create in your life, and then go into a state of just receiving, where you're just focusing on one specific thing. Like I said, you could focus on a candle flame, you can focus on your breath, you can focus on one mantra, and by doing that you open yourself up to receiving divine wisdom, to receiving information, to receiving guidance from your guides or whatever you believe in. Doesn't really matter. It will better your life, and you'll be more relaxed. And the more relaxed you are, the better you'll be able to show up in the world, and the more effective you will be. In martial arts, sometimes my students say, how do I be faster? How do I punch faster? How do I get my moves, my techniques to be faster? How do I get my reaction speed down so I can move out of the way of the punch quicker? And I just say relax. And often that's not the answer they want to hear, but that's the way it is. Relax, because when we're relaxed and we move slowly, instead of moving fast, when we relax, we move slowly. Slow is smooth, and smooth is fast, right? So when we put ourselves in a state of meditation, when we come out of the meditation, we feel a bit slower, we feel more relaxed, and then we move smoothly, and smooth is fast, right? And we start to actually bend time. It's an amazing thing. That's why Gandhi said, the busier his day is, the more time he spends in meditation. Remember that. And I shall see you in the next video, and if you haven't already done so, click on the link below. get on the team, fast track to financial freedom, and I shall see you in the next video.